Now, going over to the political part of the podcast, you have Vivek going viral for a post in which he notes the discrepancies between Biden, Haley, and Cheney's government salaries versus their net worth. Now, this is on Twitter, or again, as 18 people call it, the X, which I can't believe it's not brand collaboration with the X-Men. But nevertheless, we know Marvel doesn't do good ideas these days. Now, Vivek specifically says, quote, and he has a meme, or not meme, a picture to go along with it. Vivek says, quote, there's a name for this, it's called corruption regardless of your gender, unquote. And there's a picture in which the picture says net worth before holding public office. Joe Biden was less than $100,000. His current net worth is $10 million. Dick Cheney, again, before was $100,000. Current net worth is $150 million. Nikki Haley was, again, sub $100,000. And now current net worth is $8 million. Although, now that I think about it, I can't. There's no way Dick Cheney was worth that little before he got into public office. He was the CEO of Halliburton, which is one of the most successful companies in history. So I'm not sure about that particular statistic. And as youth might say, this went viral. This got, within a day, got 850,000 views and 14,000 likes. And as we dive into the comments, I'd probably venture to say 70% positive, but let's dive in and find out. Someone by the name of The Right Guy says, quote, most politicians are crooks, unquote, getting 140 likes. Ooh, getting grim, but perhaps realistic. Mr. Boudreaux says, quote, FBI right now. It's a picture of, I think it's Brad Pitt Fury, one of the movies about war. And Brad Pitt is just pointing in the little text on the screen says, shoot that guy. And that got 147 likes. Volunteerist says, quote, politicians should own nothing and be miserable, unquote, getting 27 likes. Timbo says, quote, louder, getting 67 likes. Eduama says, quote, it's called war profiteering, unquote, getting 14 likes. Thunda says, quote, corruption, unquote, getting 37 likes. Hey, someone actually agreed with me. A rare occurrence. Let's mark this in the history books today. But all seriousness, Mr. John Mortson said, quote, don't get me wrong, I think they're all crooks, but Cheney was worth less than 100K. Was that in high school, unquote, getting, again, 55 likes. I'm curious, how much did he make at Halliburton? Cheney, Halliburton package. Because when you leave a company, let's see, close look at Dick Cheney. Usually when you leave a company after about a long period of time, they give you like a severance package, especially if you're an executive. And again, this is just the first website I pulled up. This is from the Los Angeles Times. And they say that this is, a vintage article from August 17th, 2000. Oh, dear God, that was a lifetime ago when Twitter was just something a bird did outside. Or a tweet, nevertheless. Now, this notes that Dick Cheney, who at the time was a GOP nominee for VP, won an early retirement stock. Again, this is a stock package worth $33.7 million from Halliburton Co., which they know, so I was going to say, for the three people who don't know what Halliburton is, they're a Texas-based energy firm where he was the CEO for 5 years. That was according to the figures released by the company. Again, that's not cash, and again, the government's going to steal a lot of it when you liquidate it or when you actually cash in your stock and sell your stock. But, I mean, again, I think now don't get me wrong, that's not $150 million, or the figure he was worth later. But yeah, entering it looks like he's probably worth, I mean, if he got paid specifically by Halliburton 33 and a little bit, $1 million in stock, his total net worth, which usually includes your house, your car, and all that kind of stuff, I think maybe a couple million more, maybe 36 total. I mean, again, I'm just ballparking here. He might have a large estate or something like that as well. But yeah, I think that is one of the little discrepancies there. Now, that did get 55 likes. Michael, classic liberal, says, quote, holding political office should not be a career, unquote, getting 30 likes. Ivan Castanew says, quote, whatever Vivek, I think your tongue is corrupt, unquote, getting 51 likes. James says, quote, keep it going, brother, getting 68 likes. Let's see here. Alex Boudreaux says, quote, from the graphic, Cheney appears to have the best ROC, return on corruption, of all, unquote, getting 9 likes. Let's see here. Alright, interesting. Another note about Dick Cheney's work. So this is a poll from Diego. He says, quote, "This does not seem correct at all. Cheney was Halliburton's CEO prior with a multi-million comp and long career. There's no way he was worth 100K. Overall, I support Vivek Ramaswamy, but I support the truth above any politician." And then the two options for this vote was this info is true or this info is not true. Of the 59 votes that were cast, 67.8% said this info is not true. Now I wonder, now I'm curious, how much does a vice president get paid? I'm guessing $250,000. How much does the vice president get paid? Let's see. How much is vice president? How much president of the United States of the USA? Okay, this is how much? Okay, so again, this is according to Wikipedia. They're saying that the vice president of the United States gets. Oh, I'm so close. I said $250,000. It's $235,100 per year. So yeah, I was for a second I thought maybe Vivek was referencing to the original money they got paid when they first started, but no. So it looks like that is a discrepancy. Someone by the name of Witty News Daily says, quote, "Bribes don't discriminate. They're an equal opportunity employer," getting 7 likes. Larry says, quote, "It's from all those kickbacks and greasy palms," getting 10 likes. So it looks like, again, there's, let's see here. Someone by the name of Final Cut Michigan, or MI, says, quote, "Haley needs to renegotiate with Boeing because even Letitia James gets paid more, $50 million, probably by source, but still, if you're going to sell yourself, do it to the highest bidder and have some self-respect," unquote. Got 13 likes. So again, I think I was pretty close. Probably about 70% positive. A couple pointing out the discrepancy that, again, from the evaluation of Dick Cheney. But overall, a lot of people agree with that. And people have been saying that for years. It'll be interesting to see if any substantive laws are passed in regard to the crossover or the situations in which people are hired between the government and the private sector, or at the end of the day, if anything just remains the same. But let me know in the comments if you think this will help bolster Vivek in the polls and give some more support, be about the same or neutral, or it might even hurt him, maybe get some votes taken away from him. Be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Again, thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Don't forget to take the time to like, subscribe, and comment. Trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of November. And your feedback is also greatly appreciated. If you give me notes in the comment section, that's how I know what things I need to work on to make the show better and better. Also, and lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.